Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. Today I'm in a little book. I'm still in the book. But this week I'm going to take a little detour for a second and go off into what I call the Zodiac. Got a little information about that. I did my little rabbit, went down that rabbit hole 50 years ago. But it's relevant today. Why? Because it proves his point. You are what your Zodiac sign say you are. All right? That's the go. That's the lesson. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate that. We got a good thing going. Let's handle our business. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. And the Zodiac class today. All right. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. I'm doing everything I could to make that happen for you. All right? That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself about knowing you, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. They don't know nothing. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know they're spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht be true. I'm a Zodiac man, but from way back, because I knew the Zodiac showed characteristics. So I did that a long time ago. So I started studying my Egyptian. The same concept is symbolism, mental information that you can interpret, manifest, and produce for yourself. So sorry, I get excited. But this is why I teach. Why I understand things and try to get it to other people. Maybe they can understand it too. That's why. So understand that. So right thinkers, let's talk about symbolism at its best. What you mean? Zodiac. Do you fit your birth sign? This Zodiac is for a reason. We gonna have to pay attention. 50 years ago, what's your sign, baby? What's your Zodiac sign? Why? Because if you know anything about the Zodiac sign, you know about that person, their character. Don't make a difference. If you're a Leo, you are braggadocious, egoistic, all those qualities. That's who you are. Ain't no getting around it, okay? I know that. Aquarius, loving, caring, warm, nurturing. That's my mother. Sorry. Let's see. Virgo, my sister. I know every quality of my family member. Why? I know Zodiac. I know their birthdays. So I know them. Sorry about that. That's why the horoscope got everybody messed up. Some of it's right on point. Some of it's full of crap. It's just a bunch of nonsense. You have to have the wherewithal, a.k.a. the discernment, to recognize the truth from the lie. That's all. I ain't got to make you do that. Why? I'm going to give you the truth. You ain't got to have your discernment with me. You can put that down and what? Just learn. Why? I'm here to do just that. Teach. All right. The truth as best I know it. Now, let's talk about the Zodiac. It blew my mind personally when I obtained my self-knowledge, my enlightenment, self-mastery. I realized I'm a Capricorn. Okay, yeah. The idea of the characteristics that's set forth suits me to a T. I didn't know that. I had no idea. But when I started looking, and they know me. They know me better than I know me. Why? I had to learn me. And I just, they already said this is who you are. I just played it out. That's what I'm trying to let you see. This is amazing. And it's for everybody. It ain't just me. You got to figure that part out for yourself. If you look at it, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Simple. I am what my Zodiac sign say I am. That's who the I am is. Sorry. You only what your birthday coming to this world is. They got a whole career doing that. I know people who do that. I am way before I knew who I was. I'm a Capricorn. I'm born 24th. Okay, but what are your characteristics? What kind of person are you? That's what the Zodiac tells you about yourself. They ain't always on point, but they ain't far off and a whole lot of stuff about you that's different. I'm totally different than a Leo. I'm totally different than a Libra. All of them. Why? I'm uniquely who I am. I get that. Even from December to January, you got two sides of Capricorn. You got a January Capricorn, you got a December Capricorn. Every month has a dual concept. You understand that? Sorry. I gotta slow down. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, but because it just came to me, I put everything down. I got to make this lesson. That's what I'm saying. So it just came out the clear blue. So roll with me. All right. My life is of a Capricorn. How? Because I lived it. And once I studied about the Capricorn, they knew before I did. I didn't read it before I lived. I had no idea what that is. When I got of age to understand it, this is me. I'm 67 years old. This is still me. It was me then. It's still me now. So it don't change. You are who you are. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So don't fight it. Oh, I'm not that. I'm not that. If there's a personality trait that you don't particularly like, don't care. What? You can change that. Okay. But that doesn't mean you are that way. No, you can make the change, but we're showing you, according to your birth sign, this is the things that you're going to be like that. So I'll get an understanding. All right. I didn't know or even believe my sign says I was. But after living it, yeah, spot on. If I'm going to give you credit, I'm going to have to do my due diligence. I'm going to have to do my study. My brother told me something 10 years ago. It took me 10 years to come to the agreement that, yeah, he was right about family support, okay? But again, in life, if you be objective, you can learn more. If you subjective, you can't learn nothing, okay? So I keep my mind and ears open. Why? To learn. I'm a student in life. I'm always willing to learn something, especially if it's about me. But until you knew you. Yeah, but there's always something you can always learn about yourself. Sorry. I am a Capricorn. Who knew? Somebody did. It wasn't me. Okay? I can go. They got a commercial. You see Capricorn walk, there's a line. He said, no, I don't fear getting to the fight with you. I ain't scared of you. I'm scared of what I may do to you. Yeah, that's about right. And as a kid, I was taught, if somebody hits you, I come from the project. So if somebody push you or hit you or approach you, you hit them back twice as hard. Why? To let them know you might not want to continue to do this. It's going to get worse. That's why. So I always learned how to defend myself. First of all, as a kid, I was fighting since I was 6 years old. Don't have no problem doing that. Put up your dukes. That's where I come from. Okay, that's my era. But, and understand this. I can go from 0, and my man said, to prison. Why? Because once you do something to me, oh, I'm going to do it. I keep telling you, if you do something to me and it's not good, I'm going to do something to you and it's not going to be good either. Understand that. I don't care a damn about religion. I don't care nothing about none of that. When it comes to me, physically, I'm going to handle my business. Simple as that. So that's just me. They're going to do nothing else. That's Capricorn. I found that out too. But they don't take stuff. Oh, duh. I just found out about my mom. She about to go outside somebody's head. She 86 years old. But she tell me when she gonna stop fighting. I love my mother. But that's what's real. Okay? All right. Now, my whole life, I felt like if you started it with me, oh, you fucked up. Because that's what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to do work to you. Anybody I ever had an encounter with, and I ain't bragging, but anybody that I tussle with came out with some scars and some bruises. I came out a few times with some, but most of the time I came out unscathed. I can defend myself very well. I don't start no fight. Okay, I never started a fight in my life. I had the reason to. But if you started, oh, it's going down. I love to fight. Once you stole, I'm a good guy. Give me a reason to be bad. We all see it. The hero of the movie, somebody kill his wife, rape his daughter, kill it, and he go ballistic. Why? Because he got the reason to. Why? You caused that. I tell you, when the Hawk come out of me, don't get mad at me. You bring the Hawk out. The Hawk come out, oh, smash. Okay, yeah, I'm punching. That's the Hawk. Physical. It's going to get physical. That's in my Zodiac sign also. From the hood, from the project to the Zodiac, don't make a difference to me. It is what it is, and I live that way. I call my alter ego, again, the Hawk. Why? Because if I get mad, he will take over. And we all got it in us. Whatever you call it, I call mine the Hawk. Why? Because he come out, I'm throwing these. If I need me, I'm going to use these too. Feet, I stop, kick, I don't care. That's old school, okay? I become a weapon. I become crazy, okay? Yeah, I've been there too. Moving on, got papers, documented, see the growth. I have that ability, understand this, to love or hate when on command. And if you mistreat me, whether I love you or hate you, if you mistreat me, you're going to get the wrath. I'm going to act my vengeance. God said, vengeance, my dad, I'm going to be God. Why? I'm going to act my vengeance out on you, physically. Sorry, why I'm so angry today? You got the anger thing going. All right, slow down. I live by these terms without knowing it. Why? Because it came to me naturally. That's how I am. The Zodiac said that. Okay, I ain't know nothing about that crap, but I'm just telling you how I am. All right? Like my mother-in-law, she don't know nothing about Maya, nothing about Egyptian mythology, but she lived by Maya and proved all the things I'm teaching her about what she did. She know about Anubis. She know about all those things now, but she lived it, so it's enlightening her to what she's done, and she loved it. She said, I'm just so glad I'm learning this. Yeah, there you go. So I could teach somebody who already know. She's 86 years old, okay? I have total control over my emotions. Your ego is your emotions. Everything is generated from the ego. Once you control that, you got control of yourself. Why? Because the ego is generated by emotions, feelings. Depending on how the mood is, it depends on how it's going to go. I'm not controlled by my ego, my emotions. I don't let them drive. Emotions are good servants, bad leaders. Understand that. And I'm controlling my ego, my emotions. Now, how? By practicing my philosophy, made a way of life. Why learn something just to learn it? No, I'm going to live it. I'm going to put it in my lifestyle. I said, tell you, right? Then philosophy is what I do, how I live. My yacht is the philosophy I live by. Practice it all the time. All right? You are what your Zodiac sign, not what you say you are. No, you don't have a damn clue until you start studying and learning and you realize, yeah, I am what my Zodiac say I am. I am that I am. You made it. And all those are symbolic, esoteric messaging that if you miss it, it go right over your head. Wow. Okay, a lot of us miss it. But you are what you are. As I say, you are. You are what you see it says you are. Yeah, it's true. Trust me. I'll speak it again from experience. I only give you what I know. And once I do that, I can give it to you now. I say, I gotta put this down. Why? Because this is information that I think is usable. Again, useful information. That's what I give you. All right. We all, at one point in our life, questions ourselves about what? Who we are. Okay? Who am I? Why am I here? What's my purpose? Duh. Start studying and learn. That's all I say. I'm going to let that go. And once you understand your Zodiac sign, that tells you a lot about your character. All I'm giving you, the Egyptian gods and goddesses, is aspect of your character. The 12 apostles that y'all Christians love so much, that's the 12 archetypes of the damn Zodiac sign. I got that side. I get annoyed when people think they got something and ain't got nothing. Like handy spanny rigmarole, which you ain't got nothing in either one of them. But they want you to believe they got something. It's all trickery. Okay? Don't go for the okie doke. My grandmother told me I got a 6th grade education. That means that stuff that they give us, that they tell you, forget what we taught you. Now, my grandmother a long time ago, she didn't need that. She had life. You can't trick me. He had a phrase, don't take a wood nickel. That means don't fall for the okie doke. Don't go for banana tailpipe. Don't let nobody jerk you. Again, the okie doke, it's always been around. It's still around. He learned how to use it to his likings, and it's working fine for him. We ain't figured it out yet. Moving on. That's how smart we are. The Zodiac is genius. Why? Because it ain't the circle. How about this? God covers the circle. God is the Zodiac. So wherever you point it in at, you got something for you. He got a characteristic. He got qualities that's going to suit you to a T. You don't pick and choose. God said what? I know you when you're in your mother's womb. Now, what you doing? What's your birthday? I know you. You're Aquarius. I got you. You're Leo. I know you. Those are things that God have control over. Sorry. Get back to the lesson. But that Zodiac thing is genius. That was a way to know everyone born under what? In that circle. The circumference that he create amongst his people. See where we going with this? Maybe not, but I just got a whole different concept. So let me try to bring it together. God created the Zodiac for what? Wise men, so that they could teach the concept and work around it and get to know him through that. Another venue, another way to get to him. It's more than one way. He gave you options. Tell him, K-Dot, you got plenty of options. I got many options. God gave you those options. Take advantage of them, okay? Trust is that which is what? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Truth. Truth, a.k.a. Mayat, is that which is what? Unchanging. Mayat has been Mayat since she became Mayat. Ain't changed, ain't wavered, ain't changed nothing since the day she came into existence. That was the first thing we got here. She's still here. And changing what? The Zodiac is just that. Truth. It don't change. The days change. The Zodiac stay fixed. We go into their constellation. We just left out of Pisces. Now we're in Aquarius. But everybody knew the Fifth Dimension has some age of Aquarius. I didn't have a damn clue. Okay, they was way above my head with what? Their consciousness and the essence of understanding. They put in the music. We missed it. We just thought it was good music. Golly. I did the same thing personally with Earth, Wind, and Fire elements. I missed all that, but I love the music. I was a part of this fucking Zodiac, man. So that was the good guys. I'm hanging out with the bad. Again, my younger life, I did everything bad. Everything. Yeah, everything was bad. Understand that? Who's my teacher? All right. Now, truth is that which don't change. And when you find truth within yourself, you won't change. You'll be the same person. My truth is who I am. That ain't changed a bit. My philosophy, my age, that changed. But no, the essence of who I am haven't changed a bit. And after 50 years out of high school, I'm going back to my reunion tonight to show them just that. I'm going to give them all ego. They don't know that. Don't worry. They're going to get that guy. But that's who they like. That's who they know. They're not going to like this guy. No, yeah. We want the other guy. We want Mark Wright. Mark Wright. Sorry. That's the ego. I'm bringing them out. They're going to get Mark Wright tonight. Trust me. I'm like the Joker. Wait, they get a load of me. All right, I'm just having fun. Really. All right, let's go. I do what I want to do. I thought about that. I'm apologizing for a while now, but I'm having fun. All right, this is real. It ain't live, but it's real. All right, now, where we at? I remember, watch this, when knowing your horoscope sign was a thing. It still is. They just let it go. Why? Back to my day when I was, finger popping in high school, I could know who you are by what? Tell me your birthday. And some of them didn't have a clue about Zodiac. I said, dang. So I played that to my benefit. I was a bad guy. I had one intention. If you believed in the hereafter, you should know what I was after. Why? Because that's all I come here for. Back then, no shame in my game. When a masked man comes in the bank, you know what he coming to do. He making a withdrawal. All right. Knowing thyself is knowing mostly your zodiac sign, because I didn't know that then. But the more I learned about, dude, I should have done this a long time ago. Well, no, I went to Egypt, so it helped me out. But now it all makes sense. It don't come, again, full circle. Boy, you can't get around that circle. I know more about my true essence, my inner self, when, after studying for myself, learning about myself, and then I look, I already told you that. You had to go to Egypt to get that information? Yeah, but I got it. So to make a difference where I did, I got it. All right. And I read what they say about Capricorns. I'm gonna go through that in a minute. I got a few minutes. Hopefully I can get that in. I got a little page here to break it down for you. And everything on there, I'm like, dude, I didn't rest. I just said this. They said this about me. Hold on one second. That's my... Yeah, sorry about that. Where was I? Okay. When you know thyself, that's knowing also your zodiac sign. Why? That's important because it has qualities about your character that I didn't know about until I started studying and reading. I said, wow. Okay, so I was amazed. And I know more about my true self now after what? Studying my zodiac sign and knowing my Egyptian gods. I'm good. Why? They both are symbolisms to help you know who you are. I read what they say about Capricorns. Okay, and it was like they knew me. That freaks me out. Okay. Me living it, so I understand. But me hearing them, I got some stuff here, they're going to lay it out. But they give you characteristics and all that stuff. And it ain't humbo jumbo. No, it's spot on. Everybody, well, not for the point, not exactly. No, when you give a concept, you ain't got to be spot on. Everybody's individual situation is different. But the concept, all Leos are Leos. Y'all ain't all got to be the same, but y'all all Leos. Understand that? Moving on. All right, we misinterpret the concept. That's it. Now, that was over 50 years ago when the horoscope sign was a big thing. I was like, hey, baby, what's your sign? And I used it as a tool. Why? Because I knew about Scorpios, Aquarians. I knew their qualities. So if I met a young lady and I started to get a date, I know a little bit about her. So I give me a little heads up, okay? Cheat sheet, so to speak. But it's about knowing their character. All right. So that was over 50 years ago. And I'm still who I was 50 years ago. Just a little wiser. Why? Through the experiences I had in life. That's what it does. You can't be the same person after going through life and 50 years be the same person. We live this thing called life for the experience of being human, gods in the flesh. That's what we are. Spiritual beings having a human experience. This is the test for our spirit to come to human form and get knowledge and going back where we need to be. This is the experiment. This is the experience you have to have. Why? Every spirit has to get into a physical body and get home. So it's like a transportation. We can't go across country without either airplane or some wheels. So the Zodiac and the gods was your means to do that with, so to speak, metaphorically. All right. Knowing thyself is knowing, again, who you are. And that's easily done by your birthday. Damn the Egyptian god. Zodiac was there for you to know yourself, and you can add on to that by getting personalized with my gods, Egyptian god. But the characteristics of who you are don't change. You can change, but they're not going to change. Why? They know that month. That's what it falls under that month. That's why. It's been already laid out. Moving on. God's plan. God's plan is within the Zodiac. This is all symbolism and metaphorical, but it's understandable and it makes sense. All it did is change through the centuries, it's the same thing. Light is still light, dark is still dark. Mayat is still Mayat. And as our Christians say for 2,000 years, the blood of Jesus still works. Truth don't die, like the spirit. Moving on. All right, here we go. Oh, Lord, let me get this lesson out. I got some more, but I'm going to get this out the way. Now, we live, knowing thyself is knowing, okay, according to your birth. If you don't know your birth sign, your zodiac sign, you don't know you. That's the first thing. You ask a person, what's the zodiac? Huh? What? That is the most ignorant thing in the world. Okay, it ain't personal, but I think we are, you know when you're born, you know the zodiac. Come on, really? That's why Dr. Ben tell all y'all, if Moses was an Egyptian, he would know the 42 confessions of Mayat. Like a Christian right now, if a Christian was a Christian, he definitely know the 10 Commandments. So you can't be here and not know. So Moses was not an Egyptian. That's the point he tried to make to you, clear as a bell. Last one. Let me wrap this up. I appreciate you again. But I'm going down the Zodiac rabbit hole. Why? There's some message in here I can get out. So that's why. Your birthmark is who you really are. I didn't believe that until I just heard a guy, man, he broke it down. I was freaking out. I said, I got to go back and check out the Zodiac thing. There's a lot of message in there, a lot of information in there. And I'm going to break mine down to you and say, oh, I got to make that the next lesson. I see I got to make this. But it's fascinating to me. All right, here we go. Now, even if you're ignorant of your birth month or your birth sign. That means you don't know you. If you don't know when you were born and what month you was born in or the month you were born in, what zodiac sign, you really need to get some information about yourself. That's all. And your actions will still be as your sign. Because you don't know the characteristics of yourself. I didn't know Capricorn was hard worker, born, or I was that. I read that and said, what the hell? I didn't know that about me. I didn't know that about me until I did it. That's what I'm saying. Leo, again, let me use a quick example. I'm taking it in. Leos are the most egoistic and the most ignorant sign of the IQ. They got the lowest IQ of all the zodiac signs. So all that, y'all the dumbest ones in the bunch. So all that braggadocious, that's all you got. Don't mess with me. And I wonder, everybody's scared of my old man. I didn't give a damn about my old man personally. When I got grown, I didn't give a damn about him. Why? That shit don't move me. See, I'm a man now. I didn't challenge him like that, but I let him know I'm a man. I ain't the one. I've been my whole life watching your show. I'm done with that. Okay, moving on. That's how I show my manhood. I'm not following you no more, dog. No. We split ties. Moving on. That's what has to happen sometimes. Leos, again, are the most of all the signs. Egoistical, just all of them. Not all of them to that degree, but y'all all are Leos. It's in your, you can't knock it. No, you're Leo. Simple as that. I'm a Capricorn. I ain't fighting it. I wonder how the hell they know about me. So that's my take on that. They are who they are, even if they don't know. Their actions will tell you who they are. My favorite sign in all the zodiacs, not mine, Aquarius. The water barrel. Why? My mom, spiritual mom, both Aquarius. Their qualities of motherly love, concern, and nurture was always a part of my life. So I take the Aquarius. Okay, moving on. That's why they're my favorite sign. And their qualities, spot on again. Again, I don't know nothing about that. I just know when I read it, I said, oh, this why, yeah. See? Okay, last one. I know I'm a Capricorn. No, excuse me. I am a sage. I know I'm a Capricorn. Do you know that if your sign is you or what? Are you what your sign say you are? Do you fit your sign? I do. Do you? Hope you enjoyed the lesson. In the closing, right thinkers. May y'all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I know that my right thinkers, no matter what sign you are, have passed away. I'm out. I got more.